Comes to him, we can say it.
Well, boys, you're back from your trip down to the mansion in Florida, Gibby's Playground. How was the trip?
Well, first off, we went to all 3 of his mansions down there. No, 2 of the mansions. 2 mansions. We only went to 2. We went to the 2 mansions. Yeah, it was a great time. Had an awesome time.
3? How?
No.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Oh, there's only 2.
Well,
I thought it was 3.
May have thought he was in 3 different spots.
Oh, hold on. Breaking news. Right now, out of Florida, a 11-year-old boy is missing his medal from the weekend golf tournament.
No, he didn't win it. He didn't win it.
It's right here. Oh, my words.
Hey, rip all you want. I mean, first off, you never got, this is real
That's
gold.
real gold.
You didn't get these in Turtle Lake ever.
Right.
But I was fortunate enough this weekend to be a part of Team Gibby in the Parnell Gibson Ryder Cup tournament, and we were on the victorious team, and we celebrated with medals and 1 beer.
1
Case.
case.
Now,
A day. A piece. We were very good. We were very
that's
well.
a taradiddle. Taradiddle is a lie. Just learned that on the morning show, K-Fan morning show. So that was a taradiddle.
Taradiddle?
All right.
Yeah. But congratulations. I thought it was odd though that Gibby goes down a couple times throughout the year and literally collects medals from the
Leftover
from the
11th
Goodwill.
graders.
Yeah, and then he gives them away, and you guys act like it's a big deal to win.
Well, it is, isn't it, Brinkman? That was a very intense, competitive golf match for 2
It
days.
says
Moose.
right there, winner.
Moose, do you think right now? I bet you his mother is out there looking for hire somebody up to build a trophy case. It's the first medal her son Andy has won.
He's just dumber than a fence post, isn't he? Unbelievable.
Wow.
Hold on,
That one was pretty tough.
cousin,
I'm gonna
Uncle Andy.
If I'm gonna say one thing about this trip, that my favorite part of the trip was that when we were leaving Palatial Estate number 1, I said something to Gib, and he looks at me and he goes, you'll be staying here again before I stay here again. And I'm like, yes, I will.
Wow.
So that's exciting.
When are you going back?
I'm going to go back in November, I believe. That's what we set up. November.
And you won't be back earlier than that?
We will overlap, but it's fine because we're going to go to Jody's folks, and then we'll hang out at the house for a while, which I thought it was an awesome idea. I really want to do that, hang out.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Check your email. You might have an invite too. I
won't.
I mean, yeah.
You guys are.
Yeah,
I gotta run because I just gotta take a phone call quick.
You
Not to leave this podcast. I gotta take care of a dead battery quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
You will have a invitation in your email. Look for it. You don't waste the time.
I don't waste the time. All right. Well, hey,
buddies, we're back. All 3 of us. The 3 amigos. What is going on?
well, first of all, welcome to Linda's podcast studio here in Brinkman's basement. We still don't have the meatloaf, but we're getting cookies. I heard she makes some really good cookies.
Yeah, I hope he didn't eat all of my cookies.
He may have.
That's not right.
Well, let's get to a few good things here because there's actually a lot of stuff going on. I mean, there's been some track meets, and I've been at a few seeing some of the boys and girls run and jump and throw, so that's been fun. There's baseball has already had their first game. Their second game is tomorrow. Softball's had games, so there's kind of a lot going on, and the weather's beautiful outside right now.
Finally. I mean, today's, I don't know, it probably hit 70, I'm guessing. It's pretty warm. Tomorrow, mid-70s.
Yeah,
so I'm excited. Thanks.
It's good to get back. I believe the Richmond Golf Course opened up today.
It did today, I think. Yesterday or today?
I think it was today.
I drove by on the way here, though, and the fairways were full. So
yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, there's people out there. It looks great.
Also, girls soccer has started. They are 2-0. I know at one point last night, New Richmond had scored 6 goals, and they were all scored by one girl. So that was pretty neat.
Who was that?
Oh, I have to look. I'm going to screw up the name if I say it wrong. But then, you know what? Other girls scored as the game went on. New Richmond had a non-conference, or as in soccer they call it, a friendly with our neighbors to the west. Somerset last night in Richmond won 7-0. So
yeah, I know JV won as well. Coco went to both of them, so she was filling me in. So it was a good time.
All right, well, it is April 15th. So with respect to the vital system stat of the week, one stat, it's tax day.
It is.
So we got to make sure, we got to call that out to Vital Systems. I know our friend Keto is probably just sitting in front of his computer, just typing away, finishing up the remaining taxes. Extensions probably more than anything.
Well, again, Keith is unbelievable. He has a buddy, my buddy, right? And he helps me out, and I feel bad for him sometimes. Because I think I did better this year than I have in the past, because I didn't get as many phone calls, but we did start the letter business this year, and I had that all jacked up, and Keith straightened it out for me, and yeah, so I really appreciate Keith. He's an amazing person and an unbelievable accountant. So
yeah, I would agree. But the Vital System stat of the week, this one I thought was interesting. It is the Australian sprinter Gout ran a blistering 19.67 seconds, kind of crushing Usain Bolt's on under 20. 200-meter.
Holy smokes!
Usain ran at 19.93, and he beat him by almost 0.3. So that's flying, man.
And where's he from?
Australia.
Really?
And is his name Gout?
That's what it said on my...
You don't run very well when you got the gout.
I was gonna say.
I mean, I can look it up again.
I had it that one time in this knee and that ankle. I mean, that was kind of gout. I wasn't running no 19.67, 200 meters.
Yeah, you probably did 200 feet.
No.
So speaking of running and gout, we might as well bring this up. There may be some podcasting, let's put it that way, with Mr. Brinkman. He's thinking about the NFL draft. And
I'm a big draft mind.
He might see what could happen on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Might be spending some time on the couch, seeing if he gets a little phone call.
Yeah. We're going to figure that out because I'm a big NFL mind. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just a big mind, period. But
I was going to say, I didn't even say anything. I didn't say anything. I did not rip on
We got some training to do before that, though.
Yeah, we got some work to do. We're gonna figure it out.
So that's next week, right?
Yeah, it's Thursday. NFL draft is Thursday.
So we're not going to it like we did last year?
Well, it's not in Wisconsin, buddy.
Well, I know, but I thought
it's in Pittsburgh this year.
Brinkman was going to get us tickets to go.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever go to the draft again.
I would like to go just only to see, depending on where it was, to see what it was like non-Green Bay, right?
Well, they say the dome over here wants to get it. Your spaceship over there wants to get it in 2028.
I don't think they'll have it at US Bank Stadium. I think it sounds like they want to hold it out at the Mall of America.
Oh, really?
And put everything up there and use the parking lots.
I think that'd be an interesting spot for it.
That'd be so much hotel space.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
That'd be a great spot because then when you look, where's the football field? You could just, it's way over there. Don't mind all the stuff happening over here. I don't care. You might live, but
so what I find crazy is that they talk about that first night, the crowds the first night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they say that Green Bay's was the smallest of like the last three, like Kansas City and Detroit were bigger, but it looked like there were a hell of a lot of people in Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't know
how many people were there.
I thought it broke a record, but for total.
Yeah,
but I guess
I'm not cold.
Sure. It was not a very nice. Yeah. That first night was not good.
Now, to be fair, though, I don't know if you should be deciding what the weather was like that night, the very first night.
Well, we stood in line and had to wait for. Was it you?
It was for me.
Oh, so that's why we didn't go to the first night there because, they were letting people in, right? Like, okay, we're standing in line, and some zipperhead forgets his ticket to get in. I don't know.
It was on my phone.
Kind of skinny, looks like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
But I saved people because, trust me, some of them wouldn't have known where they were.
So we never got in.
Really?
Never got in.
We could have went back. We walked right by the ability. We had the ability to go in an hour later, but somebody was saddled up on a chair next to some ice.
And it was cheaper. Good time. Hey, I always make chicken salad out of chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we did it then. We had a blast. Don't get me wrong, but I will say, it's crowded, man. It is very, very crowded, and the people that did go in there were
They didn't say it was anything special because they were so far back.
Oh, and they said the lines that used the porta potty were like 40 people.
But I don't think they knew where those ones were that we found. Remember?
Yeah, probably. But anyway, long story short, go to it. It's a great experience, but I might not go again.
Using a gutter on the side of Oneida Street as a urinal is not a porta potty that you should be using, guys.
Right.
All right, let's move on. That was the stat of the week, though. That's an awesome one, so congratulations to him. And we'll probably hear more of him through the next couple of years of the Olympics and track and field. So that's interesting. And look, speaking of running back, there he is, the one and only Moose, back.
Snuck right in.
Hey, guys.
Jesus. Unreal.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
What do we got for the Cedar Lake Speedway race to the finish?
I'll start this off. Let's talk about the Masters.
No, actually, let's do that second.
Do it second? Okay.
Because you guys are going to want to spend more time on that.
Can I put a plug in?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Cedar Lake is racing Thursday and Friday night due to the rain that's coming in this week. So this should be going out probably
tomorrow.
I'll
tomorrow. So it starts today.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
Yeah.
So, because I talked to Thor today, who's
Thursday, Friday, and it's going to rain on Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a 2-day show this weekend. I was texting Thor today because he's all about the races, and he's like,
absolutely.
Hey, do you mind if I shower at your house tomorrow? And I'm like, sure. And I was thinking it was Friday. Like, it must be a 2-day special. He's like, no, they bumped it up because of the weather.
Yeah, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous night for racing tomorrow night.
Check their schedule. I think it's CedarLakeSpeedway.com.
Yeah, but now they've changed it. It's supposed to rain all day Friday and be dry on Saturday.
Yeah, the weather keeps changing on us. So
they get one great day, and they always get Thursday.
Check out their website, Google them, and then get the schedule of what's going on.
All right.
Well, let's talk. For the Cedar Lake Speedway race to the finish, we had the March Madness came to an end at the beginning of April with the women's and men's championships. And I'm going to tell you, UCLA went on a roll. That team was fun to watch. Right, you had some controversy with South Carolina and UConn.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Kind of got blown out of proportion a little bit, but also kind of weird what Gino did. And then, but on top of all that, what I thought was just weird is how South Carolina, the great Don Staley, just kind of gave up in that game. Never called really a timeout. And as UCLA just continued to stretch the lead, didn't really try to stop it. I was confused. I've never, she did call a timeout finally in the second half, but it was too late. I just didn't understand it. I'd never seen anything like it.
Honestly, I didn't watch the game.
So it was a good game.
Yeah. I watched some highlights of it.
Sounds like a blowout to me.
Well, it was, but it was just interesting how just a lot of stuff was going on. But that Lauren Betts is 6'7". She's a beast.
Yeah.
And she can run the floor. She's a good athlete.
Can she dunk?
I don't know.
Come on.
UCLA girls had 6 girls drafted in the WNBA draft the other day. What I found so interesting.
Go ahead. I think you're going to say.
What I found so interesting, though, about that whole thing is that Friday night South Carolina UConn game. South Carolina didn't play very good neither. I mean, it was 60-48. But UConn, I just never seen them look that out of sorts. And I don't know. Oh, boy,
I watched both games that night, and I thought they were reffed horribly incorrect. I mean, it was just a physical beating. It was like, this is girls basketball, women's basketball. It was so physical. And it's not just because of women. I mean, it would have been just as bad with the men's, but I just thought it was, we got to at least get to the deal of basketball. Yes, you have your hand raised.
Yeah. I have a question on basketball.
Yeah.
Do you think that the old school coaches like Gino, is it Oriema? Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, good
Something
enough.
like that. Much better than what you pronounce.
Don't ask Scrib. He's terrible at pronouncing.
But
names.
okay,
Brinkman got that.
Sometimes you just call me the great one.
Nope.
Do you think that the old school coaches like Gino aren't keeping up to that with NIL and what's going on in the recruiting process, or is it okay? And I'm not trying to be sexist. Is it different in women's sports as compared to men's?
No, Gino has a great team, and they were undefeated. They had Ozzie Fudd. They had I can't think of the other.
Yep.
They were stacked. So they have, I would say, now money wise, I don't know, but they have tons of 5-star athletes. That's all he
changed
gets.
his coaching? Because he's a good coach.
I think South Carolina just beat up. It was very physical, and South Carolina was. I mean, you called it. South Carolina didn't play very good either, but it was just it was a very physical game, and UConn just didn't make shots. That's what it really came down to, I felt. But I don't know. I think they're keeping up fine. But UCLA, on the other hand, what was also interesting is they had 6 seniors on that team. All 6 seniors that night of the championship game scored the 72 points. Or 79 points. Scored them all, which was very interesting. 5 starters and the other seniors. So that was just a great game.
So when you talk about the NIL money, 4 days ago, UConn alumnus Robert Skinner, a prominent figure in the wealth management world, donated $15 million to both the UConn men's and women's basketball programs. So I think they're doing okay.
Yeah, I'm just asking the question, right? Like, men's and women's, and I'm not not trying to be sexist, but I mean, you look at like the NBA compared to the WNBA.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about them running? So we haven't gotten to the men's yet, right?
Nope.
Right.
Okay. How do you feel about them running them concurrent like they did this year?
They do every year.
No. This is the last couple of years they've started doing it.
Years.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's always
been
off.
What do you mean running them concurrently? Running what?
Same weekends.
Same
Yeah,
days.
no, it's not the same day. It's Friday night for the women, Sunday afternoon for the women.
Not for the-
and then it's Saturday for the men and Monday for the men. It's been that way for 10 years.
So let's talk. So what you're talking about is the entirety of the tournament had overlap this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he didn't let you finish. I get it. I mean, that's just the way he is.
That hasn't been like that.
Last year I think was the first year or something. So it's been coming lately of that. But otherwise, normally they
He's
were
just
always.
giving you faces.
I don't care. They overlap this year.
So
just
for
so you
the
know.
men, so for the men, the first round is Thursday, Friday. For the women, the first round is Friday, Saturday. It's been like that forever. I've been to the University of Minnesota.
Okay, I
and
could be wrong.
watched the Gopher women play.
I thought there was more overlap this year than ever.
I would agree. There's more overlap. We can look it up just to make them happy.
That's fine. I thought it was same weekends.
Yeah, it was always kind of like
there was no week difference.
they used to play more
different.
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or something because they were talking.
They're
about
trying
it.
to do so much with the girls' side of it, and it's tough.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
one more question, then you guys get to the men's. How's that sound? How about the glass floor?
Yeah,
Well,
they
took it out, right? I mean, they stopped.
They didn't like it.
Well, because there was one injury, right?
Yeah.
Now, I
It was
thinking
neat.
It was neat, and they were talking. Boy, they had some ads on TV, really playing it up, and on TikTok, like they're talking about how soft it is and everything else because it's a different kind of glass and all this jazz. And it makes you think: would that injury have happened on wood, or
Yeah.
Right.
It was neat. It was neat. I mean, you saw some of it during the Big 12 championship.
yes?
Or the Big 12 tournament. That's when they were really prominently showing it. But yeah, it was cool.
Do you think it'd be hard to play on, changing underneath you?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
That's interesting.
You talk about space awareness and where you're at. Like I remember just playing in a gym where you didn't have the walls.
Yeah.
You had because it was
Like River Falls, right? You got the
Yeah.
bleachers on one, and the other end is wide open.
I mean, just
yeah.
your awareness, even if your court awareness, right? Because if your kind of peripheral vision is down too. So anyway, on to men's. I'm done with
Men's
questions.
Michigan, man, they went on a roll. They got on a roll, and man, they killed it. That was fun.
Scored a few points.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Their average victory was like 20-some points until the championship game, and they just couldn't pull away from UConn. But man, it didn't help having Axel Ledenberg hurt. But I mean, he toughed it out too. That was interesting to see, and it was a fun game. It was really a fun tournament this year. Obviously, it would have been more fun if Wisconsin would have stayed in it longer than the first round again. But it was a fun tournament, and there were some good games, some very good games, and it's just the NIL still sucks because you don't know who's coming up, who's already moving. You got John Blackwell leaving
gone,
Wisconsin, and it's crazy, but it was a fun tournament. It really was.
Fun. It's just a little different now with the NIL, I feel. But
I mean,
there's no mid-majors made it to the Sweet 16 this year.
Well, and it's been a minute since Michigan's been that dominant.
A long time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
the
and
Fab Five.
Was that the whole NIL that they just got guys to go there and
They were all. This was the first year of a champion had all
five
starters were transfers.
Yeah,
So
that's huge.
do you guys think? I'm a huge Duke fan, right?
Yeah.
And I did not pay attention to
That
basketball
game that just crushed
this
you.
year. Yeah,
That shot was unreal.
if 10 years ago it would have crushed me.
Yeah.
As I get older and sports are sports, I follow them, but I don't follow them. And I was at the gym, so I was kind of watching the second half, and I was like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me!" Well, it is what it is, right? But I was thinking to myself, it's Dan Hurley, right?
Yeah.
Is Dan Hurley like is this a game where people want both teams to lose?
Probably.
Right.
Nobody likes Duke. I know that, right? I get it. You
Yeah.
you either hate him or you love him.
Yeah.
Like Dan Hurley's bringing UConn coming up. You know, that train is here we come. Nobody likes us either because I'm a
Yeah. No, you're
Yeah,
right. And
right.
John Shire's a guy. I like him.
I
as
like
a-
Shire. But Coach K was great. Like he
Yeah.
was just a great coach. That's why nobody
They were
likes
just
him.
People
good.
just don't
Keep
like
winning.
good teams. I mean,
Right.
that's just the way it goes.
Shire's. If I watched a thing on him because, like I said, I'm a Duke fan. So I was watching some. He's a good guy.
But that's why everybody loves Brinkman.
Because I'm a good guy.
You are a good guy.
So I thought it was really interesting that Sunday morning, Dusty May, the head coach at Michigan, comes out in a press conference the morning after the game, and he says, I've told the Michigan people in charge that I'm not looking to go somewhere else because he was in the last year of his contract or something.
Oh.
He was on a short contract. By the way, back to the women for just a second. It says that it used to be held the current way from 96 to 2002. In 2003, they changed it. And then in 2017 is when they started playing games on Friday, when they started on a Friday.
See, we're all right.
So
I've just felt like this year it was.
I thought it was more,
Maybe it
but
was more televised.
Yeah, it
just
could
what
be.
they were doing. I don't know. The one thing I did read was Gino talking about they need more sites because the way
Stupid.
they had it. He's like, we're doing our shoot. We don't play until whatever time. He's like, our shoot around's at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
He's like, that does nothing for my team.
Yep. Nope. I did listen to that. And that makes sense. They got to
And
figure that out.
they've agreed to keep it that format through like 2032. They're going to give it a try. It said in there. But you guys, we had a Big Ten sweep of the basketball,
Yeah.
and we won the Big Ten. The Big Ten won.
Women's
And football?
hockey, almost men's
Football?
hockey, football.
Football, wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean,
Been a good year for the Big Ten.
Yeah.
damn.
All right. Let's get to what you guys want to talk about. I'll go take a nap. The Masters.
No, it was.
And the Masters weekend down at Gibby's Mansions.
It was amazing. I mean, 4 days of awesome golf. The weather was perfect. People moving up and down. I think obviously Rory McIlroy won it. He's the first back-to-back since Tiger Woods did it. Man, and there was a point in time in that tournament where he was he 6 shots in front of everybody, 5 shots in front of everybody? 6, I think, yeah. And everybody thought it was over. And I was kind of like, oh, you really just want to have a good Masters tournament, you know? And then the Masters did what the Masters. It's just, and then all of a sudden the next day he finds himself down. I mean, it was unbelievable, right? But he did pull off the victory, 12 under with, he beat Scotty Scheffler. The man Hatton shot 6 red on Sunday to come up and take third, tie for third, I should say. There was a 4-way tie for third with Hatton, Henley, Rose, and Young, Morikawa taking fourth. Yeah, man, it was an awesome tournament. We had a blast watching it. I tell you what, there's just something about Masters Sunday. Yeah.
Hello,
There it is.
friends.
Hello, friends.
You know,
Yeah.
exactly just what you said. And so you had, Rory set a course record for after the second round. He had the largest lead ever at 6 strokes. And boy,
Here
that did
on
not
hole
take
number
long.
13, Andy Brinkman has taken his big club out. Oh, he shanked it to the weeds again.
No. Look, he's got a medal on.
Yeah.
That's called having a partner.
It was kind of funny watching Sergio Garcia on Sunday teed off with John Rahm, and Rahm was playing terrible. He was one of the Bryson DeChambeau also played not very well. But anyways, he hit a shot on like this. I think it was his driver on the second hole, and he shanked it. I think it was the second hole. And anyways, he got ticked off and hit it on that little cooler thing and busted it. So he had to play the whole round without a driver. I'm sorry, he did that on hole 1.
Yes.
And then because on hole number 2, I believe, was a long par 5, and he carried Rahm's bag for him, just as like it was fun. It was fun to watch. So
Yeah.
But,
well, that's cool. You guys are down there and you get to play your own golf. And
yes,
it's
beautiful weather for that too.
good. Heard there's some good stories, right?
Oh, we had a great time. We play a little Ryder Cup format. 2 teams of 8, Team Gibby and Team Parney. Gosh, we had a blast. We did it Ryder Cup style, so we picked the teams the night before. It started on Thursday, picked the teams on Wednesday, put matchups up. Yeah, it's a good time, man. I can't wait for next year.
We actually
Me neither. Oh,
Well, we might
had
expand
a
to
time.
20. So
Yeah, we had.
I'm just having a hard time.
So one funny thing is, my partner on Friday, Brian Soupy Campbell, we had agreed that because there was a lot of water on this course, we said if we see an alligator, we're gonna go get our picture taken with it, right?
This is classic.
We get 20 feet away from an alligator,
And it's
I see it,
big.
and I literally thought it was like fake. I mean, it wasn't green or anything. It was like gray, and just looked fake. And I go, Soupy, there it is. And all of a sudden, the thing jumps straight up in the air and turns and takes off into the water because it was just sitting on the edge there. Soupy, all of a sudden, you hear him go, "Ee!" in the cart. So then we're there, and it's just sitting in the water watching us.
Oh, it probably looks meal.
Well, I'm sure I looked like a prime rib to him. But anyways, Gibby is telling us
Not
that
a sirloin.
Gibby is telling us that on an alligator, for every inch between their eyes and the front of their beak, their nose,
yeah.
that equates to 1 foot. And I kid you not, you can sort of see it in the pictures. It was this far from the eyes to the beak. This thing would have demolished us if it got.
Yeah,
after
there's
us.
about a 12 to 14 foot alligator.
Oh yeah, all of that. Yeah, so we got to see that. I had a great time. Got to see a lot of really nice guys, and wow, what a fun weekend that was. So, and then like you said, the Masters tournament was awesome. And all of a sudden, you started off in Scheffler's in 7th place on Sunday morning.
Yes.
6 shots back, and you're just like, everybody's afraid of Scheffler right now. Nobody cares about anybody else on that leaderboard but Scheffler.
And he got close. He got 1 shot.
Yeah.
He shot 4 red, so he did a nice job.
He did a good job. So.
And folks, we will be our next podcast. We'll have Brinkman explain what he meant by saying, "I saw a lot of nice guys."
Well,
I did. A lot of friends that you don't get to see.
I just didn't
You get busy with life and stuff like that, and you get to see friends that you haven't seen forever.
Get to hang out. It was awesome. It was one for the books.
Great time.
All right, what do you got for the next year, Brinkman?
Oh, the Gibby's Lanes gutter ball of the week. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say it. It hurts to say it. I don't know if I can say Hail Alma Mater right now, but Jesus, I'm going after the University of Wisconsin. Let's just review what's happened here in the last 5 months. In February, the University of Madison Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin said she's leaving. She's accepted the chancellor at Columbia University. 2 weeks ago, the UW Board of Regents fire President Rothman. That's the first time that's ever happened in the history, and the reasons they won't. First of all, they never gave him a reason, is what he keeps claiming, and now the stuff that's like, we thought that he was too involved in everything, and just weird stuff coming out of the Board of Regents. And then Sunday night, I'm laying in bed, and all of a sudden I get an alert on my phone that
Hey there, Brinkman. Are you coming over?
stupid. Athletic director Chris McIntosh, who is Barry Alvarez's handpicked person, if you want to play that game, I'll go there with you there, buddy boy. Anyways, he announced he's leaving. And then Monday morning, I was watching some podcast stuff out of the Madison and Milwaukee, those sports shows, and Tauscher and them, and they were talking about, listen, this is a great thing he's leaving. It's almost like he's scattering with the rest of the rats that are leaving the UW system, because, they're talking about players that have literally called the university and said, we will donate to the NIL program.
Really?
And they haven't gotten phone calls back. So,
Oh, wow.
And then I saw an article on The Athletic. Oh, it was sometime in January, but it actually ranked the University of Wisconsin. Their NIL system has been called the worst in any Power 5 conference there is. So they need to do some catching up in this NIL money. I don't believe it's that the people weren't. It sounds like when people wanted to donate, either they didn't hear back, or McIntosh was so focused on this new training center for the football team, he was trying to steer all the money towards that, to the $238 million thing, and saying, well, that's better than NIL for student athletes. So I don't know, but I just think that there's so many negatives coming out of the University of Wisconsin system right now that it's scary.
Yeah, and I'd agree. I wholeheartedly, everybody knows me, I'm a Badger fan. I agree with this one. But what's interesting is the position that McIntosh is going for is a new one created by the Big Ten. Very weird, created by the Big Ten. Strategy on NIL.
Well, and what's so funny about that is what they're saying is that this is going to, so they want to have it where basically what they're saying is he is the next commissioner of the Big Ten. And they want to be able to put somebody in that position that is familiar with how the Big Ten operates down in Chicago. So they're saying that they created this position for him because is it Latil or whatever, whoever the current commissioner is, it doesn't sound like he's a very young guy. You know, the former Vikings president, he left and he went and ran it for 3-4 years, and he went and took over, became the Chicago Bears. Yeah. And so it doesn't sound like this guy's very old. And from what I'm, of course you got Badger fans and, and Badger pundits and all that stuff. Tom Oates, I listened to an interview with him about it. And, he's kind of the godfather of Wisconsin athletics, in terms of writing about him. He said it. This is pretty much designed to make Chris McIntosh the next commissioner of the Big Ten.
Wow. Well, let's move on to something a little more positive, and that's what's on this week at Newton Oz. Gibby, what do you got?
We got some baseball versus Rice Lake.
Tomorrow night?
Yep, tomorrow night. So there we go.
Yeah, they're 1-0. They did beat Baldwin. They, I think it was a walk-off in extra innings, so they won. I don't know about a walk-off. I should just say they won. So it'll be playing again, getting back out there at the high school. So come out. Remember, games are not at down by the center, not at
not
down.
At Citizens this year?
Because that fence and everything got wrecked, and they haven't fixed it yet. So it is up at the high school.
So just one thing to remember too,
it's windy.
Just in live stream, it is windy. If it says 70 on your phone, it's more like 55, 60. Yep. That's how the softball field is too.
Right.
But we don't do all the games or many for baseball, softball. Just go down and watch the game. If you want to go watch some baseball, go watch the game in person, and then when you're done, go get a nice warm pizza and a beverage
at Newton Oz. Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. And then we also have soccer tomorrow, right? Versus Marshfield, 5 p.m. start.
Yeah, there is no JV to that game, so Marshfield wanted to get back on the road. I called it last night, Tiger Bowl 2026, and the Richmond Tigers versus the Marshfield Tigers.
Yeah, that's good.
Speaking of Marshfield, you guys want to have a little fun? Did you know we got to go to Marshfield this year for football?
We do?
Yeah, there are non-conference conference game this season.
Are you kidding me? I thought we would have got out of that one.
But that's just a
pick of the draw
type of thing, yeah.
Marshfield has to be like...
Is that the golf course one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we stopped. Where did we stop? What?
We're doing that again.
Cadott.
Was it Cadott?
No, I don't, it was
Cornell.
Was it Cornell? That sounds.
You don't go through Cornell on the way to Marshfield.
I don't know.
No, I think it is Cadott. It was Cadott. Yes, it was.
Maybe it
Yes,
was.
That would make sense.
It's Cadott.
Did we play 9 or 8? We played 9.
9. They had 18. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a blast.
On Saturday at 1 p.m., the girls are scheduled to play on Alaska in soccer, and that's a big game for sectional seeding. So that's a big early game for them. So
okay. And then we have softball. That's on Friday. Yeah. Versus DC Evers. That's a big, can't swear.
Yeah, the girls play Thursday night at Eau Claire North. They beat them this week already, but it was a 3-0 game.
Okay.
Yeah. They have a pitcher that just isn't fast, but very good at varying her speeds.
Okay.
So kind of.
The softball team is 3-0 right now?
Yeah.
DC Everester, they went to state from this area last year. They went to state in our section.
Was it? Yeah. Did they go last year?
Well, they had that girl that went D1 for the pitcher. That remember the year before she gave up like 2 hits and lost in the regional finals up here.
Yeah.
And then. So I don't know. Are they back?
I don't know. I don't know my softball teams because isn't that hard? Like you lose one pitcher.
Well, and that's
and
it.
then there's the who's it's not like football where it's next man up. It's a pitcher and a catcher, but mainly the pitcher can make a team.
No doubt.
And not mentioning here, but is going on right now is the track season. And I've been fortunate to go to the Hudson Open, the varsity one last week. I've been watching stuff online with G Money running. And I do know that the track team, boys and girls, will be down in La Crosse for a pretty big one on Friday night. I'm telling you, it's been fun already. it is somewhat stupid how fast these kids are in New Richmond, specifically the boys. Jeepers.
You owe a run to the bar. You owe a run. Oh, boy. Ooh.
Dead battery.
But it is crazy how fast these kids are. In Hudson, I was able to watch the 100 and 200. I saw Austin stumble out of the blocks. I thought he was going to fall. He took second, ran 11:09, so I know his goal is to break 11. We talked about it with Reggie and Austin in here. That was on a chilly night. He'll get it. He'll
No
get
doubt
it.
about it.
Did get to see him get second in the 200 meter to Ben Hepner.
Wow.
That kid is just crazy. I mean, I talked to Whittick afterwards. He had the lead in the first 100. He's like,
Okay.
I'll lose. He goes, I'll win every first 100, but then he just doesn't quite have the stamina. He kind of said, but Ben Hepner, he just runs.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Ran a 21.87, I think, or something.
Did he run the 400?
Yeah, he broke 50 again.
Did you know that the first time he ever ran the 400 as a high schooler, as a freshman, he broke the school record in the 400.
The first time.
Yep.
First time.
So on Friday he was in Hudson. He had a big lead. He coasted towards the end. He coasted towards the end. So I can't remember what I think he won by half a second in the 400.
Okay.
But I mean he coasted.
Right.
But the 4x2 these guys are running in. They haven't ran with technically all their team members, but they broke the school record the first time they ran that and indoors. Which
is tight.
Yeah. So imagine getting those guys on a little bit more straightaway. We got to get some runners back. I know Graham Camner still out, and I think Colton Gunter. But the 4x4 should be fast too. Jeff Potasic has been running. My gosh, that guy can cruise. There's a foreign exchange student, David, I think it is, Brenz or something like that. He can fly in that 400. So
I can't wait to watch it, man. We got to get up to it.
It is crazy, and I was down there at the JV. I know, Trenton Ortner was running, but it's funny, we know Trennon's fast, and I was curious of where he was going to run. Nice night last night. Ran a 12:08 100. We say that's fast, but then we think about Ben running like 11:5 as a freshman. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Ben breaking 22 or close to it. He ran a 22 something last year as a freshman in the 200. And it's just nuts. But there's so many kids. Like, you just see every top of the races for the 100, the 200, and 400. It's mostly New Richmond kids.
It's so awesome.
So, Gibby, you said that you want to get out and see them. Your chance is next Tuesday. New Richmond is hosting an 8-team open
perfect.
meet.
So Tuesday?
Yeah, no, so it'll be varsity and JV at that one, both boys and girls.
Okay.
So at the high school. In fact, I need a clock operator if you want to be a clock operator for it.
Next Tuesday?
Tuesday, yep, the 21st. And then I know a lot of people actually ask me this when I'm out and about in the public. The stand bar relays this year are Friday, May 8th. And that's always a great event.
That's a great one.
It is.
Those are the only 2 home meets that Richmond has this year.
Forecast looks decent, 70. So on Tuesday. So hopefully it stays like that.
So a lot of Tiger sports. One thing we do,
55 and no wind.
we do got to get some information on boys tennis and boys golf, because I don't know much on that. So we'll work on that, because we do like to respectfully get a little bit of information on everyone. Just don't know much about that. Defending ourselves a little bit on the golf, it hasn't been the best weather.
No, it's been terrible.
But getting better now. Golf course is open. But Moose, we don't leave this podcast without some input from you. So what do you got for the JLS Agency Egg Minute this week?
Oh, well, 'tis the season, boys. I think if the weather holds.
Is it Christmas?
If the weather holds and there's, I think you'll start seeing some planters roll next week. If we don't get too much rain.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They always talk about, it used to be you put your corn in, then you put your beans in. Now a lot of guys ramp up. They own 2 planters, or if they're putting beans in, they're doing it earlier, because more studies show there's way more up potential the earlier you get your beans in. So rather than waiting, the guys are going at the same time, or they'll actually do a few beans and then they wait to do corn a few days. But just I think next week could really break loose. It looks nice. Forecast doesn't look wet after this week. It looks or after this weekend, it looks pretty dry. In the 50s, 60s.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks. But Brink, we got to do you got something to say. So
every
you
6 months.
Yeah.
Every 6 months. Hey, when you come up on farm equipment and you're driving down the road, just settle your ass down and sit there, okay? First off,
He's aggressive on this side.
I love it.
But as
That's
somebody
true.
that drives farm equipment down
Yes.
the road, just so you know, if you have a solid yellow line, it is illegal to pull out and pass a farmer. That's illegal. You can't do that with your vehicle. You have to stay behind them. And you thinking that you're going to get home 45 seconds earlier because you passed a farmer, that is just crazy. And I'm going to tell you what, like it or not, you're going to see farmers that have been sitting in tractors for 18, 20 hours, and they're just trying to get their butts home, or they're trying to get to the next field so that they can park whatever they're going to do. They're tired. They're not thinking about you. They're concentrating on the road themselves and the piece of equipment back there. So just settle down and just take the extra, it's 3 weeks in the spring. It's 6 weeks in the fall. Just settle down.
And I'm guessing, I'm talking to Andy now because you guys wouldn't experience this ever. Have you ever been passed on the right before?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. I was turning, when you drive a planter, you're down the road. I mean, everybody, watch the blinkers. These things are lit up like Christmas trees.
He said blinkers, turn signals.
Flashers, whatever you want to call them, right? Like it's, watch what they have going on. If this big, long piece of equipment has a turn signal to the right, sometimes they're so long, you have to pull out to the left to make it into where you're going. I remember I had my turn signal on. I pulled out a little bit, and they thought I was letting them pass.
Oh.
And they went right. If I hadn't looked at my mirror, I would have turned my tractor weights right into them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So and I've heard lots of stories from a lot of my clients. So just like Andy says, calm your tush down.
Yeah.
As my cousin Andy says, just watch out for the tractors. We're farming.
You do him so well.
So, for us, how about for the gardeners out there? Is it a good time to start thinking about plowing your fields? Plowing your gardens?
I think it's still too, yeah.
I would say
So I'm leaning on you guys because I'm doing it this
week.
year.
If you want, I was going to start, but I think I had hired done by accident, which is a weird long story. But like crabgrass preventer and everything. This weekend would be a really good weekend if it's not too wet. Otherwise, the first part of next week would be a good time to put that down.
Okay, I'm gonna go do that this weekend.
To do what? I'm sorry, I was.
Oh, a crabgrass preventer.
Yeah, that's.
You want to do it when
And dandelions and all that stuff?
Dandelions, not so much. Crabgrass preventer starts now.
Yeah.
And you know how it comes up in late July, really starts rearing its ugly head, and then it just takes over.
It germinates at 53 degrees, so you want it on. You want to put it
Soil
down
temp.
Yep, soil temp of 53 degrees.
So as it
you
starts
wanna,
warming up this weekend, it might be another cold rain, right?
Yeah.
And then it's going to be, and you need moisture to activate a lot of dry chemicals or dry fertilizers.
Right.
So when it's a little bit wet, it's going to start warming up, because we're going to get into 70s the first part of the next week.
Right.
Perfect time. Lay down some crabgrass preventer and get that roll and fertilizer.
So let's say, for instance, because generally I just go to Menards and I get, it says, here's your first one, here's your second one, here's your third, and your fourth, right?
Good
so
enough.
okay. We're good.
It's so silly to do that.
Why?
Well, because even the Menards brand of fertilizer is so expensive.
So
I'm
what should I
telling
do?
you what, I'd hit a
Just pay somebody's what you're saying.
Yeah, well, one
Actually,
actually
by the time you buy Menards,
that
it's-
is. What's that?
Yeah, by the time you buy
Yeah, it's almost
From
cheap.
Menards,
It's
yeah,
just
it's
as
a-
cheap to do.
oh, it's like
pay
getting your
it.
oil change, right? The extra
I-
$50 is not that big of a deal at the end of the day.
I end up at the co-op up in Amory. That's where I buy
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I can tell you this. Menards had 40-pound bags of 19000 that I use in the spring. And
Just putting on the end, aren't you?
absolutely get that
Let's get
nitrogen going.
Let's
Well,
get
anyways,
this grass green, everybody.
40-pound bags of the Menards brand were $37.99. I was buying the same thing at the co-op for 50-pound bags for $22.
So we're gonna take a road trip.
So I will be up there next Tuesday morning buying I'll buy a bunch. Yeah.
All right. Well, there it is. The JLS Agricultural Egg Minute brought to you by JLS Agency. I got one thing for you guys, all three of you, and you only get 2 sentences to answer this question. This is the custom HVAC solution of the week. I want you two brainiacs, 3, sorry.
Wow.
Well, I forgot about him. To give me an answer. The solution.
You forgot about me. That's fine, Andy.
How can we fix the NIL issue in the NCAA right now?
You want to go? Who wants to go
I'll
first?
I'll start. I think there has to be a contract. So if I'm going to come to your school and you're going to pay me $2 million a year, I sign a contract that I can't just leave. And I don't know, it could be a 2-year contract, whatever that might be, but it can't be where I come to your school, you pay me $10 million, and I'm just going to go to the next school. There's got to be some accountability of a contract and follow through.
Coaches do it all the time.
Gibby's is contract. Brinkman?
Go ahead, Moose.
Oh, no, you go first, would you please?
Well, here I think it comes down to this. You have a choice. You can either pay full admission into the college and accept NIL money, or you can play on a scholarship.
Admission versus scholarship.
Yep.
All right. Moose, what do you got?
Okay, we're going to go controversial. Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do it. I love it.
I know donors want to give to schools, right? But this would be like watching the Yankees versus the Dodgers because they have the most money to spend. I think per conference, NIL money has to get allocated evenly. Not that it has to leave your school, but per conference, you can't have. It's not going to be fun if Minnesota in the Big Ten, Minnesota sits at $10 million per year, and say Wisconsin kicks butt and they're bringing in $50 million per year to spend.
Well, but that's
It's not
happening.
But it's not an even playing field. So are we going to watch those same schools every year? Are we going to watch Michigan win the tournament every other year now? In the big dance? I don't know how to do it. Very controversial, but I think it's just like a TV deal. You got to allocate some of it somehow where they can only spend X amount of dollars.
If you want to see 2 numbers that are a heck of a lot closer than you ever could imagine, look at the Ohio State football budget and the total athletic budget for men for the University of Minnesota. It is stupid close.
Yep.
But that's
but
that's it's already
stupid
happening.
close.
But that's what I'm getting at is
paying
players. Why? The NIL just left it open ended, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing said that says, okay, the max you can play one player is $5,000 per year or whatever it might be, or $5 million per year. I mean, right? It could be $15 million if you chose to, if you had the money to do it. Well,
yeah, Dave Portnoy.
You gotta cap it but I think that's got to be by conference, and each conference, because that's it's like NCAA is like the nation, conferences are like the states. Everybody's got to have a few rules going on.
All right. So what's interesting
And
about
the schools are the cities. Sorry.
for the custom HVAC solution of the week, I get to kind of rate you guys because I said 1 to 2 sentences. You two lost. I like your point there. Yours was more on even playing fields, making sure.
I love how Scribner thinks we give a shit about his rules.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Or if we won or lost.
Seriously, he could have told me in 5 minutes, would not have listened to him.
Andy's wearing the medal. He wins again.
No, but I think
winner.
He was very short and sweet with his answer. That's what I was getting at, and I actually think his answer is pretty good. Admissions versus scholarship.
I think we talk too fast for Scribner. That's
even
the
playing
problem.
field.
Again, he's still talking, still trying to solve the thing.
Our Lake.
All right. You got one more thing.
I got 2 things.
Oh my God! Here we go.
First off, our good friend of the show, Mr. Jason Wolf, became a grandfather last week.
Yeah, he did.
Congratulations.
Congratulations
to him. When I called him a couple weeks ago and I said, hey, do you want to come on the podcast with us? He's like, absolutely, I'd love to. When do you need me there? And I thought, wow, he's interested in us. Well, in talking to him a little bit more, I found out that
I know where he's going with this.
His son and daughter-in-law moved in with him with their 2 cats, and the daughter-in-law had the baby last week. Okay, and then his daughter and her husband and their cat also moved in with them. Why the 2 younger couples are they're buying houses and they're just waiting for closings and stuff like that to take place. But literally, you had Jason and his super nice wife. You had those 2 living in their house, and then all of a sudden it goes from 2 people to 7 people. Well, 6 people, a newborn baby, and 3 cats. So now I see why he was so nice.
Didn't he say they finished their basement and a week later everybody just started moving in?
What I don't understand though is A good friend of the show, good friend of yours, right?
Yeah.
5-bedroom house, one guy offered up.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
All right.
Also, kind of neat. Max Plant from UMD won the Hobie Baker this
Oh, he
last
did?
weekend, and Max Plant's mother was college roommates with Wolfie's wife, and she was in Wolfie's wedding. So that's pretty cool. And I got one other thing that
We got to go then.
I know I need people, but I need people to show up. Saturday from noon to 4.
Give the date.
April 16th, 18th, April 18th.
Yep.
So it's Saturday, April 18th at Ready Randy's. They're having a benefit for Joe Bentley, all around great guy, and JV hockey coach in Richmond who's had a second round of cancer. Really interesting, the new technology that they're using in trying to fight this cancer. But there is a benefit for him at Ready Randy's. If you buy a ticket, you will get fed, and you get 2 raffle tickets.
Time?
So please,
April 18th?
noon to 4 at Ready Randy's. So
Noon to 4 at Ready Randy's.
I will be there. I will be the MC this year. So Joe's a great guy, and I'm very proud to help. And if you'd like to donate anything yet, we're still taking donations. So just reach out to me, and we'd be more than happy to help in any way.
All right. One final thing. What do you got there, Moose?
No, you could. I was just gonna say
No,
we're gonna exit on a little old school. Does not get more cool than that.
The Caddyshack.
From whatever, probably 1970s, early 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Augusta National. Was that Chi-Chi Rodriguez in his
Yep.
game?
Yeah, I think it is Chi-Chi.
Cheech and I've met him numerous times.
I mean, just
I
look
got a
at
Chi-Chi story for you after we get off.
look
the thing.
at look at just like the colored pants and the hat and that just the flow that the caddies bring in. It's all there.
I love it.
I saw that the other day. I had to share it.
All right. Well, that's a wrap. Fun ones, getting everybody back, getting the boys back from the Florida mansions, and we're back into the spring sports. I'm Scrib.
I'm Gib.
I'm Brink.
And we got
Moose on the loose.